Good morning, and welcome to Morning Gospel Fuel with Mr. G, and welcome to another work week. It is Monday, October 25th, the 30th Monday of Ordinary Time, and it is the feast day of Pope Saint Boniface I, who was the Bishop of Rome from 418 to 422 AD, so just over 4 years, not that long. And I don't know how he died. I don't know if he was martyred. It didn't say. But it is not the same Saint Boniface of the, I think maybe the 700s. I might be making that up. But there's Saint Boniface, and then there's Pope Saint Boniface I. So all these distinctions. Anyway, this guy he was believed to have been ordained by Pope Damascus I, and he was around. He was a contemporary, meaning he was around at the same time as Saint Augustine of Hippo, who's a very prominent saint for the church. Anyway, today's gospel is from Luke chapter 13, verses 10 through 17. Let's begin in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. He was teaching in a synagogue on the Sabbath, and a woman was there who for 18 years had been crippled by a spirit. She was bent over, completely incapable of standing erect. When Jesus saw her, he called to her and said, "Woman, you are set free of your infirmity." He laid his hands on her, and she at once stood up straight and glorified God. But the leader of the synagogue, indignant that Jesus had cured on the Sabbath, said to the crowd in reply, "There are 6 days when work should be done. Come on those days to be cured, not on the Sabbath day." The Lord said to him in reply, "Hypocrites! Does not each one of you on the Sabbath untie his ox or his ass from the manger and lead it out for watering? This daughter of Abraham, whom Satan has bound for 18 years now, ought she not to have been set free on the Sabbath day from this bondage?" When he said this, all his adversaries were humiliated, and the whole crowd rejoiced at all the splendid deeds done by him. Another good gospel today. They're all good. How can you ever say they're not? But we got a lot of stuff. Again, there's a lot of different things that you can take whenever you read scripture. You can look into different perspectives and kind of put you in the story. And you can kind of do some role playing of think what you would be like if you were the woman and you had been, crippled by an evil spirit for 18 years. And just how much freedom she must have felt whenever Jesus ridded her of that. Because a lot of us have our own demons inside of us, different things that are crippling us, and different things that are deeper wounds than what we had thought originally. And Jesus wants to heal us from those. So can you just imagine the perseverance that she had to endure for those 18 years? Then Jesus came and saved her, and he wants to do the same for us. So she clearly had deep faith in Jesus. Otherwise, Jesus doesn't heal very often in Scripture without faith. And so we have that, and then also there's this dialogue that took place between Jesus and the crowd, the Pharisees, I believe. But otherwise, he was in there, and they were all yelling at Jesus for curing on the sick. And Jesus calls them hypocrites and says that, are you kidding me? You're judging me and thinking that I'm doing poor by not staying true to the law, by resting completely on the Sabbath. And so Jesus is trying to explain to them that they have it all wrong. You can't just live your life the way that you want and work, and then on Sunday and on the Sabbath do absolutely nothing besides give glory and honor to God, because that puts the emphasis on only honoring and giving worship to God one day a week. In fact, it's backwards, in which it's flipped around. Jesus flips it on its head, in which we should take the Sabbath and use the Sabbath day the Lord's Day as a way to take that and use that day of rest to give honor and glory to the Lord who's done all that is good, and to use that to fuel us throughout the week. I think oftentimes people go throughout the week and they're drained, and then they get to celebrate the Sabbath day, and then they're like, oh, now we're good. But it shouldn't be that way. The Sabbath should bring us life, to give us life every single day. Jesus doesn't want us to be holy for 1 hour a week or 2 hours a week, however long it might be. So that's the challenge: is do we practice our faith? Does our relationship with God go beyond our 1 day a week Sunday church service or Sunday Mass? Does it infiltrate our entire being into who we are and what we do each and every day, throughout the entirety of the week, and not just once? So, with that being said, have a great day. God bless, and keep it real. In the name of the Father, Son, and Spirit, amen.